fantastic finishes. He could be in for another one here today. Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the third-ranked team, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First play looking to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. Done quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
That's good for a first down near the 40.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Has the first down and more. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
And he'll be forced out of bounds right near the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I got to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows you his athletic ability and fights out and gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
They tackle him, but the game moves the ball to the 36.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And the Sun Devils with 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And it's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle. Incompletion sets up a second down. He hands it off from the gun. Gets the first and still running. They bring him down, but a solid gain moves the football to the 24 for first down. First down and 10 now. And he drops back in the gun. Caught over the middle. It's Ross. The tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
They finally corral him at the 1.
This defensive coordinator better make some adjustments. This back is on fire to start this game. You better start committing those safeties down, overloading that line of scrimmage, because this back is physical, he's got speed, and he is tough to bring down.
Conference championship on the line. Now it's 3rd and goal on the opening drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The 4th down completion to the running back. They've got him down behind the line. They completion.
Well, obviously, you're going to throw the football on third down. Man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big fourth down.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Aggressive start. Looking to throw here. Launching one to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Arizona State. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16.
Play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Picks up the force, looking for more. Tackle made after a solid game. Will spot the ball for 31.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Looking to scramble. With the catch, it's Williams. Breaks into the clear. Inside the 10. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Buffaloes. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football. He makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it in the open. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49. Fresh set of hands for the offense after that first down completion. Looking for some space. It's Brown. He's got the first and still going. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Sure hands. It's Brown. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Tackled down at the 50-yard line after an excellent run.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
Final play before the end of the quarter. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Short game, but it's going to be the final play of the first period. An exciting start to the quarter here as the offense facing a 3rd and goal. Out of the gun now on third down. It's an out route. The catch made. Gets into the end zone. Touchdown, ASU. They'll try to add the lead now to the PAT.
And I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards. It's a touchdown.
And from deep in the end zone, they'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. The quarterback keeps it on the option. Refuses to go down.
It's a nice game by this offense. This quarterback has such a good feel for running the option. Whether it's handing it, keeping it himself, or pitching it, puts a lot of pressure on the discipline of this defense.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Back to pass. It's Lewis. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. Tackled right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
Man, it's so valuable to have a back like this who can take a check down and turn it into a first down. That level of playmaking is such an asset to a team in today's game.
Running out of time in the pocket. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Buffs. A catch and run by the big tight end. What a weapon this guy is.
Boy, this tight end is an absolute weapon with the ball in his hands. They get him the ball, and the whole crowd seemed to know what was about to happen. He took off and took it to the end zone.
And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for his big tight end. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Second down, we're going to throw it. The pass rush closing in. Looking to scramble now. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Important third down play coming up. Can he get there on the ground? Crosses the 45. Breaks loose at the 40. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and phew, he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Snags the quick throw. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4. And look at this, the fullback getting involved in the passing game. You don't see that too often these days.
How about the big fella? The good news is this guy has pretty good hands, and we saw it right there in full display.
They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. He muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Now here comes the point after attempt.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display. That's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Got momentum at in scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not much on the return this time at the 24. Good coverage. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Scanning the field, it's Lewis. Taking a deep shot here to the right. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, if it hasn't been made abundantly clear by now, they want to get the ball downfield to this guy. That was almost his second touchdown alone here in the first half.
The throw complete to the running back underneath. Brought down, but broke a tackle. It's a solid game now.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. And the Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you've got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
That play moves the ball across midfield to be set up for the first down at the 41.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
And that run produces a decent gain.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
3rd down, out of the shotgun. Zips it down the middle. Catch made down near the 10, and he's still doing it. Quick tackle, spot the ball at the 11, and a red zone opportunity now. And the Buffaloes will get a cash in the red zone. Looking to pass, it's Lewis. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown! Still no answer for this offense.
Let's go. What a fantastic half we've had here. You talk about a last-minute lead change through the air, but we can only hope the second half's going to be as exciting as this has been.
And the extra point was up and good. With that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Wants to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, the pass is picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get 1 or 2 a year. He's not going to squander this chance.
The pocket breaking down. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then in making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Looking downfield near the end zone. That's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback. And
he'll be brought down on fourth down, and the drive ends with a sack.
Well, the offense rolls the dice with its play call here on fourth down, and the defense rolls the dice as well by bringing the kitchen sink. Demolished the quarterback that time on the blitz.
Quick throw over the middle. What a catch! They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime.
Arizona State.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking for his back. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Tackle after the pick, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Sun Devils will kick this away to get the second half going. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And the returner will be brought down. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin from their own 11. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Powers through.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, what a grab! Breaks loose at the 45. Now here he goes. At the 10. Touchdown, Buffaloes, to put them on top now. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped with the confidence along the line he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers, but, man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? We can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. He's in the clear. Here he goes. Crosses the 10. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Looking better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Dropping back, it's Lewis. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Breaks into the clear. Out past the 30. At the 10 now. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch it. Touchdown, Buffs.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
touchdown. The kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On the ground, it's Davis. First down and more. He's still running. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. See what the call is on 1st and 10. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
The shotgun run call. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
Defense is coming after him. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
He'll hand it off. Oh, and he fumbles. The defense has got it. They bring him down, but a heads up. Scoop up the fumble and make first down yardage.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
In that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Solid run, tackled with a 45-yard run.
But I feel like they call that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
On the run, he'll let it go. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. They make the tackle. He moves it inside the red zone.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. That kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to pass here on second down. He lets it go. The QB throws his third hit of the day. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
To throw, it's Lewis. Looking to the end zone. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Got a man. Catch made. Big play.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking deep to the right side. And that one is incomplete. They try to deep ball with time running out in the 3rd quarter, but it doesn't work.
Colorado 38, Arizona State 28.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. They'll run it here. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the 1st down yardage. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, he makes the catch. Tackle made after a big game all the way to the 36.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on 3rd down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off that nice play.
And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Taking a deep shot here to the right. The pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. 2nd and 10 off the incompletion. Ball to 36 still. He'll hand it off. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
He fires downfield. He makes the grab. The tackle is made at the 4 on the 1st down and goal.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the 1st down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Looking for 6. It'll be broken up in the end zone. That's a great play.
You talk about this defense stepping up, 1st and goal, and they get the pass breakup, making sure every yard is earned.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, ASU. Here we go. It's what you hope for. 4th quarter, 1-possession game, conference championship on the line.
You know, these conference championship games sometimes can be so unpredictable. 1 minute you're up by a couple scores, all of a sudden you have a stalled possession or a turnover, and the pendulum shifts in favor of the opposing team. It's feeling like that might be happening late in this game.
Bringing it out, it's Miller. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Leaning on the run game here late. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Well, this is where you really rely on your offensive line. Late in the game, you got the lead, you got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football, and you got a great chance at a victory.
Receiver in motion now. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Dropping back, it's Lewis. Looking deep to the right side. And it's and catch made way downfield.
Well, I think the offense lulled the defense to sleep here. You think that they're just working the clock here and running the football, and then they throw and surprise you and get some positive yards downfield just to keep this defense honest.
Ball handed off. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play in that corner.
On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's hitting 4th down and inches. The Buffaloes will look to convert here on 4th down. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to work the clock and preserve this lead. It's a 1-possession game. They'll elect to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
What a job by this offense. Risky call on 4th down, but they come up with the conversion. And as an offense, you got to feel a lot better after that. Soon they can think about putting this one away. And a few more runs like this on early downs will help their cause.
Less than 2 minutes from a conference championship. Can they keep the football and secure the win? Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Closing in a conference championship, this offense trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Leading here late in the game, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to keep possession and stretch the lead. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. 4th down, drops back, looking to throw for it. He's hit as he throws it. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. Touchdown, Colorado. This offense cannot be stopped.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Extra point, up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for a late, deep throw. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today.
Oh, Chris, the offense cannot afford to throw that interception down by a couple of scores. Every series matters. Every opportunity in possession, you need points on the board, and to throw a pick, you just wonder how many chances more they'll get.
And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. Up by 2 possessions here. They have a chance to put the game on ice right now.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. It's the coach's favorite formation, victory formation. Quarterback just takes a knee. What an amazing run these guys skies have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 and become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.